Okay, so for those of you who've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've done quite a few videos on beatboxing, many of which have been taken down. And you might be wondering where they went. For those of you who have not seen my frantic panic posts on social media, on the community tab and on Instagram, wherever, a few days ago, 5 days ago, I think, 4 or 5 days ago, I received a copyright strike from Swiss Beatbox GmbH. Originally, I thought it was maybe a scam, or not them, because I went to their website. It didn't bring me to Swiss Beatbox's website. But as it turns out, I guess it's just a separate division of Swiss Beatbox that maybe manages the YouTube channel or something. I don't really know. Or maybe I just Googled the wrong thing and clicked the wrong site. Doesn't matter. It actually was Swiss Beatbox. So I sent them an email and I privated all of my beatbox videos that had anything to do with Swiss Beatbox. Just because I didn't want to cause any waves. I didn't know if there was any issues with any videos that I had actually made. It could have just been a total slip up, but there may have been. I'll get to that later in the video. So I sent the email and I didn't get any response or anything, which also in Switzerland, it would have been in the middle of the night. So probably sleeping. That first strike was an inky video. And then about 12, 14 hours later, something like that, about 10:30 at night, I received a second strike. While the videos were privated, I went into full panic mode. I was playing a game of PUBG, set down my controller, my headset, ran into my office, and just started mass deleting all of the videos that had anything to do with Swiss Beatbox. Because I didn't want to take a chance on getting that third copyright strike and having my channel just disappear and no longer be here. I had no idea what was going on. No one was getting back to me, so I just deleted everything. I had already tried to reach a couple of people at Swiss Beatbox through Instagram, through DMs. Probably didn't see them. I know when I get messages on Instagram and DMs, I don't always see them because I do get quite a few. So I sent an email back to the email that had taken down my videos, made a couple of social media posts, one on Instagram and a couple on Twitter, I believe. A few moments later, I actually received an email back from a woman named Rachel, who is the head of marketing and business development or something like that for Swiss Beatbox. She was very, very nice, very kind, very apologetic. I was in a pretty frantic state. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it. I was literally on the edge of tears, total breakdown. It was not fun. I was under the impression that Swiss Beatbox wanted to delete my channel because of a video that I had made about emailing a bunch of beatboxers. But she said to me in this email that it was a complete accident, it was a system error, it was something that they didn't do intentionally. They were very sorry that it happened, and they were going to retract the strikes as soon as possible. There's still more. During the last couple of days, I didn't have much time to do anything because I didn't want to upload any videos or re-upload any of the videos I had deleted. In the off chance, or just in case, if I re-uploaded any of these videos, then they could potentially strike my channel and everything would be gone. I would have no channel whatsoever. And anyone that knows me personally, knows me in my life, I have 2 babies. One of them I feed Lunchables. The other one tells me I get copyright strikes. I did actually record another video that I planned on releasing a couple of days ago, but I didn't want to put anything out there that might muddy the waters or stir up any commotion. And I was so apprehensive about putting it up that I actually took it down, edited it, put it back up, took it down, edited it, put it back up again. And I'm probably going to edit it again because I'm recording this video right now. In the few days that I had just waiting for these strikes to be removed and waiting to hear back, I created a secondary channel called DubLirious. Posted it on my community tab. Some of you have already subscribed to it. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, it was reported to YouTube as an imposter account, and YouTube terminated that channel and also told me that I could not create any other YouTube channels with that email address, which was actually the listed email address for business inquiries on this channel, which tells me that they didn't even bother checking. Somebody just reported it as an imposter account and YouTube just deleted the account. But whatever. Currently, that's still down. I'm hoping that they review the email that I sent to them. I don't think it has anything to do whatsoever with the copyright strikes and Swiss Beatbox and everything. Most likely, it was one of you guys, a subscriber, trying to do the right thing, trying to make sure that somebody wasn't taking advantage of me because they know that I'm going through a pretty tough time with all the copyright strikes and removing all these things off my channel. If that was the case, then thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Probably should have asked me first. I don't know. The first video that I put up on that channel was actually flagged as pornographic content. It was a link to a subscribe button. I don't know. YouTube is obviously broken. They have some serious issues with the way that the reporting process works, the amount of action that needs to be taken by someone to just get rid of a channel completely, as opposed to the amount of action that needs to be taken to get that channel back. And that's a little lopsided because you got a lot of trolls, which is why I created the backup channel, which I plan on transferring ownership of to somebody else. So there is an update to this whole situation, as well as I received an email from Rachel saying that she actually had already submitted the retraction request for the strikes in the videos, and YouTube got back to her saying that they are processing her requests. So I just looked on my channel a few minutes ago and the strikes were still up, but I'm expecting them to come down. Generally doesn't take YouTube very long, 1 to 2 days. And as long as I get the okay from Swiss Beatbox, then I'll start re-uploading some of the content that I took down. And only if Swiss Beatbox says they're okay with it. Yes, I can still make videos on Swiss Beatbox's content as long as it is fair use and within the law. But as far as reaction channels, which are technically fair use, but they do push the boundaries, and a lot of that is at the original content creator's sole discretion to be able to have up or not. I will only do those kinds of videos with Swiss Beatbox's blessing. Simply because I don't want my channel to disappear over some kind of miscommunication or misunderstanding or misinterpretation of something I did or said. To Peponi and Rachel at Swiss Beatbox, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to know that you guys are not terrible people and that you do understand that YouTube is a community and everyone on the platform is intertwined in some way. The way you treat people and the way you act about other people's content and everything, that it matters. It does matter. It's hard enough to survive as it is already on the platform. Having a bad reputation or being known as the guy who treats people terribly, it just makes it all the harder. So, which is also why most of my videos I try to make very positive, because I don't want to have a bunch of YouTube drama and get canceled. I first got the second strike, especially panic frantic mode, and I was hurt emotionally. And I thought that every single one of these people I've done a video on, especially all of these beatboxers, you know, clearly just assumed that every one of them was cool, down to earth, hanging with bros and friends, which is why I made the video of emailing all of them. I don't know exactly how the claims were made. I do know that YouTube showed them to me as manual claims, you know, someone physically putting the claim in, and which again, I don't have any ill will. You guys are retracting them in theory. If it was a person that did it that maybe shouldn't have had access to it, or someone, if there's a reporting system you guys have where the own beatboxers can report their own content, if that's the case where someone did it and it caused an argument or disruption in Swiss Beatbox, I may possibly have the reason as to why. 100% no idea if this is accurate or if it's even close to the ballpark, but keep in mind I did record this when I was pretty upset and distraught, and I had just learned about these copyright strikes, and it is 100% speculation, so we'll roll it from a couple days ago with sad, depressed Eric. Inky, I said something along the lines of he may be able to cast a curse on my dog. It's obviously a joke. And then the other one was a so-so video. In that email video, I accidentally mixed up the emails, a whole list of emails. None of them had any names in them or anything like that, so I didn't know which was which. This one is to so-so. I hope that was actually so-so's email. I sent it to the... I don't even remember who I sent it to. I accidentally sent it to somebody else. Maybe they found that offensive. I don't know. But before you say he's an Asian, blah, 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 remember, I'm married to an Asian. My daughter is half Asian. Don't even go down that road. That even flickers through somebody's head that is a reason why someone would mix up an email address, then I hate to say it, but you're a racist. Those were the two videos that got struck down, and they're the only two that I can think of that I said something that someone somewhere that offended by everything because somebody's toe is too hairy, they get offended, may have thought that was ample enough reason to try to cancel someone. And let me just end it by saying that I'm really excited for the stuff that Swiss Beatbox puts out. I'm really excited for the stuff that I'm going to be doing on my channel, and for all of you guys that have been supporting me and trying to cheer me up in the comments and saying generally nice things, and I really appreciate it. I truly do. Without you guys, I would legitimately be going crazy, as if I'm not crazy enough already. There you go. Kind of feel like I've been kicked in the groin and then stomped on in the face a couple of times. I'm sorry, this isn't a funny, happy, fun video like most of my videos are, but I wanted to level with everyone that watches my channel and let you guys know what's going on and why I didn't upload a video today. Now that I kind of got that off my chest from another whiny ass YouTuber who's got all these stupid little problems that people just can't relate to. I'll see you guys in the next video. That's right.
I don't take no L's, only dubs on my mind, yeah.